Well, the fate of former President Donald Trump's attempt to return to the White House is in the hands of the U.S. Supreme Court today. Trump is appealing a Colorado Supreme Court ruling that said he is not eligible to run again for president because he violated the 14th Amendment, which prevents those who engaged in insurrection from holding office. If the court rules that Trump did engage in insurrection, he will be barred from holding office again. Well, as the inevitable Trump versus Biden rematch plays out south of the border here in Canada, recent polls suggest many are concerned about the implications if Trump was reelected. CTV's Kamal Karamali has more on this. Kamal, tell us about this latest poll, how Canadians are feeling about a Trump reelection.
Yeah, good morning, Jamie. Yeah, so this Nanos poll surveyed roughly or over 1,100 Canadians in late January, asking what they feel about how they feel about a potential Trump presidency and how that would affect relations with Canada. And roughly 3 in 4 Canadians polled were either concerned or somewhat concerned about what a potential Trump presidency would mean for our country to the north. So taking a look at those polling numbers, more than half, 58% saying things will be worse for Canada, and about 17% polled saying relations will be somewhat worse. And a breakdown of those demographics, more older Canadians are more pessimistic about another Trump presidency. Those who are 55 and older, more than 60% believe relations will be worse compared to younger Canadians aged 18 to 34. Roughly half believe the Canada-U.S. relations will be worse as a result. And as you mentioned, this comes as the Supreme Court will hear arguments today, roughly at around 10 o'clock this morning, about the Colorado Supreme Court's ruling that Trump should be removed from the primary ballot. Opponents, Jamie, have said that he should be disqualified for inciting an insurrection.
With so much focus on the southern border, I'm curious, so what are the potential changes over our border security? Are Canadians concerned about that?
That's right. And as you've been watching the Republican primaries, as I'm sure you have, Jamie, you'll have noticed that, whenever Canada does come up, tightening border security has been a hot button topic. And so that has really, started circulating among the conversation has started circulating among Canadians on what that would mean for border security if we see another Trump presidency. So here's what this Nanos poll suggested. It seems Canadians are split over concerns the U.S. could increase security measures at the Canadian border. 16% are concerned and 30% somewhat concerned. You do the math, that's about 46%, showing some level of concern about increased border security. But majority say they're not concerned or somewhat concerned. The conversations at the Republican primaries revolved mostly around support for tightening security at the Canadian border, claiming numbers have shown a large number of people on the terrorist watch list were apprehended at the Canadian border. And seeing how those primaries are going, it looks like Trump will become the Republican nominee with the U.S. federal election set for November 5th. Back over to you, Jamie.
CTV's Kamal Karamali. We appreciate the update. Thank you.
You're welcome.